Hi everyone and welcome to the keynote Beam Drawings Automation. My name is Niknaz Aftahi. I'm an architect based in San Francisco and the CEO and founder of AEC Plus Tech, a web platform that specializes in AEC technologies, latest tools, and new solutions. Today we are going to talk about ARS Commander, one of my favorite AEC solutions, and its latest features and updates, and we'll discuss how these features are enhancing architects, engineers, and contractors' workflow. I'm very excited to be one of the speakers today, and Cedric is also here with me. Cedric is the business development and the marketing director at Grobert.
Hi, everybody.
So Grobert has built a CAD product that does more than just making drawings. It solves some very crucial pain points in the BIM CAD interaction. ARS Commander's BIM features are revolutionizing the CAD user's experience by introducing them to the wealth of information available in the world of BIM. ARS Commander is also enhancing BIM users' workflow as they continue to work with their CAD collaborators. It seamlessly integrates BIM and CAD, allowing efficient creation of 2D, 3D CAD documents in DWG format using BIM data. So in the next 20 minutes, we want to give you an overview of the BIM features in ARS Commander and show you how these features can automate the production of 2D execution drawings in DWG format. With that, I'm going to ask Cedric to please tell us about Grobert and ARS Commander.
Sure. So the first thing to stress out is that ARS Commander is a CAD software. As such, it is a replacement for AutoCAD, working in the same DWG format. To be clear, it's therefore not a replacement for Revit or other BIM software. But unlike AutoCAD, it includes some unique features to import Revit or AFC files and automate DWG floor plans, sections, and elevations for your BIM projects. So we will come back into that in a minute. But for now, I would like to say that with ARS Commander, we want to make the best-in-class solution to create the DWG drawings for your BIM projects. Our goal is to be the best CAD software to work in good synergy with BIM software and create smarter 2D drawings. In ARS Commander, we read and save directly in the DWG format. Without any import or export. As a result, ARS Commander is not only fully replacing AutoCAD, but also offering a maximum compatibility as both programs use the same format. ARS Commander is the #1 alternative to AutoCAD in the world. If you are familiar with this program, you will find in ARS Commander a very similar user interface. The ribbon is designed to facilitate the switch and make sure the users are productive from day one. ARS is also a very robust program, trusted by millions of professionals. Some of our most famous customers include LG, Samsung, or Hyundai, as well as 3 of the top 5 construction groups in Japan. Today, our presentation will be focused on the BIM features, but if you want to learn more about our CAD features and how they compare with AutoCAD, I warmly recommend to watch these 3 videos that you can find on the videos page of our website. Over to you, Niknaz.
Thanks, Cedric. So now I'm going to briefly introduce our agenda for today. We will talk about the key benefits of using ARS Commander's BIM features and its main advantages for BIM and CAD users. Then we will share an example of the workflow with a Revit file and how we can get to detailed DWG drawings. And after that, we will discuss the key takeaways and ask Cedric to tell us about the next steps for ARS Commander and for this great technology. So as we all know, building information modeling, BIM, has become the go-to for organizing AEC project details. But many people, many professionals in the industry still lack BIM skills and they prefer to use CAD tools. So BIM softwares like Revit can do drawings, But contractors and subcontractors primarily work with 2D DWG format because they need to add their own technical information with a higher level of detail. So CAD softwares are better suited for them. So what happens as the result is that 2D drawings are all redesigned in CAD software from scratch. And then besides duplicating the efforts, it quickly becomes a nightmare when a BIM project is being updated and modified because all the CAD drawings need to reflect all these updates and modifications. So now Ars Commander is aiming to address this problem and is solving this problem by streamlining data transfer between BIM and CAD formats. Cedric?
Yes, indeed. In Aris Commander, we can import Revit and IFC files and use this rich data contained in the BIM models to create smarter DWG drawings and basically automate the design process. Among the BIM features, the drawings automation features stand out. They enable the CAD users to generate automatically the floor plan sections and elevations following a script that will create each drawing, but also add automatically dimensions, labels, and sheets ready to print. Using the CAD features of Aris Commander, the user can further add content to finalize his project. Most interestingly, the DWG drawings remain connected to the BIM geometry. If the BIM model is later modified, you can therefore refresh the geometry of the drawings to reflect the changes. You will find all these features under the BIM tab of the ribbon. The drawings automation is found under the Run icon here. And in the version 2025, new features have been introduced. We will see some of them in the demo just after. But for now, Niknaz, let's recap the key benefits for each type of user.
Thanks, Cedric, for sure. So now let's place ourselves in the shoes of a BIM user and recap what Ars will be improving for them. So fundamentally, as a BIM user, you don't have to worry anymore about creating detailed drawings because the Ars Commander users will do it themselves. So now you can focus on your 3D BIM model and then share only your Revit or IFC file with others, including your consultants or subcontractors or contractors. So the first benefit is that all the dimensioning and labelings of the drawings will be done in Ars Commander. So as a BIM user, you will save a lot of time. Secondly, you no longer have to worry when the BIM model is updated or is modified. With Ars Commander, all the 2D drawings are updated, and then right after reloading a new version of the BIM model, all these drawings are updated. So there is definitely less risk of having errors in the 2D drawings. And another benefit of using Ars Commander is that as a BIM user, you will have an efficient workflow with your collaborating CAD users, and they can work with your rich BIM data to automate their drawings, the generation of their drawings. So now Cedric will continue with the benefits seen from the perspective of CAD users.
Sure. So the CAD users can be either colleagues of the BIM users, in the same company, or technical people from other companies. And from our experience, if you take any project started with BIM, there are 4 to 10 times more CAD users than BIM users working on the same project. And for these CAD users, the primary advantage is to consume directly the rich information available in the Revit or IFC model. At first, the key benefit is to access all the information hidden in the properties of BIM objects. For example, to read the thermal efficiency of a wall or window, or to extract data to spreadsheets and calculate costs. Secondly, we will see in a minute how the drawings automation saves the precious time by generating all the floor plans, sections, and elevations in a few clicks. And finally, the ability to update drawings if the BIM model is modified is also a game changer to avoid mistakes and save time.
That's awesome. So now let's see a practical example. So for this demo, we will use a hotel project designed in a Snapshot and export it in the Revit file format. So if you don't know about a Snapshot yet, it's a new parametric cloud-based BIM modeling solution. And using a Snapshot, you can design buildings like this hotel online and benefit from new collaboration features. So of course, we could have designed the same project directly in Revit. So this mid-rise hospitality project was exported from Snapshot to RVT format and was then imported in Ars Commander. With Ars Commander, you can also import multiple Revit or IFC files and combine them all. So after importing your BIM model to Ars Commander, you can visualize it and read all the properties of BIM objects. And what is amazing is that CAD users, for example, the subcontractor or the contractor, can open the RVT file or IFC file, and they can isolate only the BIM objects that make sense for their projects. So Cedric is now going to tell us more about the automating features of Ars Commander that saves a lot of time. And I'm personally super excited about them.
Thanks, Niklas. So let's take a look. Floor plans, sections, and elevations can be created manually by the user, but the advantage of the automation is to create all the drawings automatically following a script. We press the Run button, and at first the program is creating one floor plan for each level, sections, and one elevation for each side of the building. And next, it will be automating the dimensions and labels. And finally, it will create the sheets and viewports for each drawing. The process can take a few minutes, but is fully automatic. If needed, you can modify the script to skip or modify any step of this process. And while using the automation, Ares has created one file for each drawing. The same drawings are also grouped as a sheet set. If you need to share with an AutoCAD user, we can therefore use this method to share all the drawings as a sheet set that AutoCAD can use. In the process, Ares will be creating smarter labels and dimensions, leveraging the BIM information. If later a new version of the BIM model is loaded, these annotations are smarter because they will be updated automatically. And BIM labels have been improved this year. Their placement is optimized to avoid any overlap with other elements, and you can further adjust their placement as you like. BIM labels are directly extracting the information from the BIM object, and therefore they will be updated. Likewise, the drawings automation will create automatically the dimensions for each drawing. In general, professionals have different opinions about how their dimensions should look like, and this is the reason why, to increase flexibility, we added this year a dialog to configure both the style of the dimension chains and which BIM elements should be considered or ignored in the chain. Also very powerful is the ability to assign 2D symbols to represent BIM objects in 2D drawings. For example, we are editing here the door to assign a dynamic block, and this symbol will be shown everywhere where this BIM object is found in the drawings of our project. One more example with the new detailed drawings. Using detailed drawings, we can magnify a detail of a drawing to create a new one at a specific scale. Using the CAD features of Ares, we will further draw all the details we want to add. Indeed, after generating all the drawings, it is time to use the CAD features to finish the project. And for this task, I invited a special guest. I asked Luis to join us and show in particular how he has been using dynamic blocks to speed up the process. Hi, Luis.
Oh, hi everyone. So to finish this project, I used two palettes to quickly insert dynamic blocks into the drawing. The advantage here of dynamic blocks is that they are parametric. You can use grips to position them, switch between different options and styles. Ares includes more than 450 dynamic blocks for different use cases. But you can also customize the two palettes to add your own blocks. If you need to design anything special, you have, of course, a full set of 2D and 3D CAD features. That said, using dynamic blocks is not only faster, it is also easier and contributes to standardize the drawings. All the walls, columns, and openings have been generated automatically. It was very easy to focus on the interior design. Following the same logic, we use another dynamic block and arc to finalize our floor plan. So you see, it includes all the furniture in the bathroom, as well as the electrical network and lights. The same approach can be used to add content in section views, details, and elevations. Keep also in mind that if the beam model is later changing, the drawings be updated, but without affecting the content we just added up. So to finish up with blocks, let me show you one last trick. As this is a hotel, all the bedrooms have the same configuration. So instead of copying all the contents, I created one block that contains all the blocks we need inside it. And this master block is the one I inserted in each room. Here, when I double click on this block, the block editor is opening, and we see the block structure palette reflecting all the blocks that are nested inside this block. The advantage is that if I need to make a modification, I only need to do in one bedroom. For example, let's try to delete this bed. If we save the modification and close the block editor, we will see all the bedrooms are reflecting the change. But do this modification as we want to create a view-only link to ask our customer for feedback about our design. So view-only links make it easy to invite someone to view and comment online for free. To collect feedback from our customer, the very first step is to upload this floor plan to a cloud storage. We are using here Google Drive, but many other options are available. After uploading, we can select the file and do a right-click to find the permissions dialog box and create the only link. Using the link, our customer is able to review our project online. Comments and markups are also available for free after creating a free login and password that will authenticate who is providing this feedback. Comments are texts, and they can be linked to a selection of entities. Alternatively, picture markups can be used to comment with photos or images. Other methods include voice recordings and stamps. The Aries Commander users will receive a mail notification with a recap and see the comments and markups showing up inside Aries Commander. Looking at the feedback, we can proceed to the changes. We modify the bed and the electrical network as expected. And the view-only link is live updated. We don't need to create it again. Look at the changes. Our customer can promptly validate our project with an approved stamp.
Fabulous. Thanks so much, Luis. So that's all for the demo. If you'd like to learn more, I invite you to check out the product review that I wrote for Ars Commander in AEC Magazine this month. But for now, let me share my key takeaways for what we have seen today. Of course, the time was too short. We couldn't cover all the new features, and these are the key takeaways after reviewing Ars Commander. So the first one is smarter DWG drawings leveraging BIM data. So this is the BIM to CAD integration that we talked about. Ars Commander seamlessly integrates BIM and CAD, allowing for efficient creation of 2D and 3D CAD documents in DWG format using BIM data. The second key takeaway is automated drawings creation. So this is the exciting BIM Auto-All function that automates drawing creation, generating plans, sections, and elevations with smart dimensions chains, annotations, and labels. Then detailed BIM data handling. So Ars Commander excels in reading and extracting detailed properties from BIM objects, providing access to comprehensive building information. Next one, dynamic drawings updates. So the software ensures that drawings automatically refresh when a new version of the BIM model is loaded, maintaining synchronization with evolving projects. And the last but not the least, cloud collaboration and AI assistance. So Ars Commander offers cloud collaboration for feedback and validation, as Luis thoroughly explained, and leverages AI for real-time assistance and guidance, enhancing users' productivity. So Cedric, I was wondering if you can now tell us about the next evolution for the BIM drawings automation in Ars Commander.
Sure. So for the CAD users working in Ares Commander, we simply want to enhance what we have seen today. We will continue to integrate more automation and collaboration features. For the BIM users, we are developing something different, something new, based on the same drawings automation features, but as an online service. It will be an online service reading the Revit or AFC files inside a directory and automating tasks for you. So the key difference is that there is no user input. This online service is both aiming at developers of BIM solutions and BIM users. For developers of BIM software, like for instance Snapshot, it will be a way to generate the drawings automatically as a process running in the background. For example, while you create the building in 3D, the drawings will be created. For BIM users, for example, Revit users, it can be used to create the drawings, but also automate other tedious tasks. So for example, you may create a task running every night, reading all your Revit files and following several steps. So first step could be to create all the 2D drawings. The second step could be to use our drawing compare features to highlight in colors the differences with the same drawings, but from the previous day. And finally, third step, to export this into a PDF. And this would be your daily report for revision control, for example. That's, of course, just one example, but it's what we are expecting to do by automating this task as an online service. And we already have a prototype we're experimenting with partners. And therefore, if you're interested, please contact us. And meanwhile, I encourage everyone here to explore the drawing automation features inside Ares Commander with our free 30-day trial. So to learn more, you may also visit the page guerber.com/BIM on our website, and this page will help you to dive deeper into the features.
Thanks so much, Cedric. So with that, we are going to end our presentation. Thank you all for joining us today. It was a pleasure sharing all this valuable information with you all. Remember, the journey towards improving our workflows and embracing new technologies is ongoing. If you have any further questions or need clarifications on anything we discussed today, please don't hesitate to reach out. Keep innovating, keep learning, and together we can continue to drive positive change in our industry. Goodbye for now and have a wonderful day.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.